Hi guys, I'm Missy, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today is another installment in my Declutter series, and today I'm going to work on my face palettes. So basically they're like highlighter, bronzer, blush, all that kind of stuff mixed into palettes. Some of them are just blush palettes, some of them are everything, and some of them are just highlighter palettes. So let's just get started. Start with this one. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street blush palette. I have not used this yet, so I want to keep it and use it. I love the tones in here. This is the Glamlight Garfield one. I really like this orange blush. And I really like this highlighter because it's not too glittery. This blush right here is very pigmented, as most Glamlight blushes are. So I do have to go light-handed in this one. But really like this one. I'm going to keep. And I think that's the only... No, we've got this one. I think this is the last Glamlight one. This is the Trick or Treat blush palette. Love both of these tones. They both look very pretty on my skin tone. Definitely keeping. All right, so we have this one that I got in a Ipsy glam bag, I believe it was. You have basically a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now because I'm not sure about it. Okay, so let's do my Tarte. These are holiday collection. There are 3 of them in that collection. And they basically come with blushes and highlighters in them. I love these. I reach for these quite a bit when I'm doing like neutral looks and stuff. Here's this one. Definitely keeping. I love that they're kind of compact too. And we have this one. You can tell I've reached for that highlighter more than others. This one I kind of use more as a glowy bronzer on me. We have this one. We have this one as more of a glowy blush. Keeping all 3 of those. Sticking with Tarte, this is another holiday collection. I believe this was, I think this was last year's holiday collection or the year before. You get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. Okay, so let's look at them side by side here as best I can. If I can fit them kind of in one hand here. But you have like your light bronzer, your medium tone bronzer, and your darker bronzer. But they all work for me. This bronzer is a little bit light, but I can still use it. And I love all 3 of these tones, so I'm going to keep all 3. I love keeping my Tarte holiday collections because they're just easy and I don't really have to think about them too much when I'm creating quick and easy looks. All right, next we still have some more Tarte here. This is a blush palette. This is the Precious Gems palette. Love this one as well. Love the tones in it, so keeping. And then this is the Park Avenue Princess one. This is the bronzer one, and like kind of like some setting powders here. My sister gave me this. This is very like luxurious feeling and heavy. I'm gonna keep. Love this. All right. And we have some e.l.f. We have this one. This is the Powder Contour Palette. These are not bad. Not my favorite formula though, so I'm gonna declutter this one. Move them maybe up there. Same with the blush palette here. It's Powder Blush Palette in light. You get 2 mattes and 2 like shimmery blushes. They're nice, but just not my favorite, so I'm gonna declutter. Then you have the NYX Beetlejuice Afterlife Passport Blush. This is a lot smaller in person than I thought it was going to be. But I do like the fact that it's thin. It's nice for travel. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now. Then we have the One Size Beauty. This is the Cheek Clapper Attention Seeker. I got this in an icon box, the One Size Beauty icon box. It has a cream blush, and then a powder blush, and then like a pinky highlight / glowy blush topper in it. Love this for just kind of like all-in-one type component. And I love the pinky shade, so keeping. We have the Laura Lee Los Angeles Glazed Lit Kit. It's a highlighter palette. I got this in one of her mystery boxes. If you don't know, Laura Lee Los Angeles is now no longer in business. She shut it down. I don't really reach for this. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile for now. All right, and then we have my Physicians Formula Breakfast Club. I have both of the face palettes, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I use both, and I reach for these quite often. And then here's Volume 2. This is a little dark for me, but everything else I can use in here in Volume 2. But I'm going to keep both of these because I do reach for them quite a bit. I'm going to stick my keep pile right in here for the moment. All right, let's move on to this set. I just got the Blend Bunny Juicy Cheeks face palette. And I haven't used it yet, but I want to try it out. These gorgeous shades, very different, very bright. Gonna keep. I also just got the Bare Cheeks one from Blend Bunny as well. Nice muted shades. Still very different than a lot of what I have in my collection. So keeping. This might be my first time trying face products from Blend Bunny. Love her eyeshadow formula, so hopefully I'll love the face products too. I also picked up the Noctilucent highlighter palette from her, which is discontinued now. We'll see how I like this because it does look very glittery in the pans. So we'll see if I like this or not. But for now, keeping. Then we have this one from BH Cosmetics. This is Cute in Cabo, just a tiny little face palette that they came out with. It's a nice little palette, but I already have these tones, so I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have my BH Cosmetics Mrs. Claus Bad and Bougie. This is a blush quad. I reach for this every Christmas, so keeping. Same with the Beauty Creations Let's Get Cozy palette. This one has 3 blushes and a highlighter. They're very muted shades. Keeping. Then I have the Beauty Creations Murillo Twins. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. This is the blush palette. Very nice packaging. Very like luxe feeling, especially for Beauty Creations. Nice tones in here. Kind of got 2 bronzery shades and 2 blushes. But I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have some more Tarte. These are from holiday collections. I love this size when they do these. They're my favorite holiday collection sizes they do. This is the Glamazon palette. So you get a bronzer shade, kind of a blush with some shimmer, and a highlighter. Love it. Keeping. Then we have the small version of the Park Avenue Princess. As I showed you, I kept the bigger version. This is a smaller version. This one has more of a very, very light bronzer. I wish they would have went a bit deeper with this one, though. A light blush and this very pretty highlight. Definitely keeping. Let me switch this there because that was my maybe pile. All right, so next we have this Phase Zero Blush and Bronzer Trio. You have a bronzer, a glowy blush, and a matte blush in here. This is a bit too cool tone for me, but the blushes are gorgeous. Honestly, the blushes are really the only reason I was keeping it to start with. But I'm going to declutter it. That and it's like compact size. Then we have this one from beaubabebeauty. Very, very reflective packaging, so kind of a little hard to show. I got this in an Ice Cream Beauty box. This is their Sculpting Contour Palette. You see you have some different undertones in here. Very, very cool toned. And then like a setting banana shade. And then this kind of like medium tone sculpt. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now. Because I really only have one contour palette. Well, it's not a palette. It's just like a duo. A contour duo that I have right now. So I may end up keeping that one. But we shall see. Okay, so we have this one from lunarbeauty. This is the Moonshroom Highlighter Palette. Love it. Keeping. Then we have my Miss Claus Tinsel Twerking. This is a highlighter and bronzer palette. Love. I definitely use these two, you guys can see. This one is a little dark. Same with this. And I love these two highlighters here, especially this one. I reach for this every Christmas, just like I do the blush palette. So I am keeping. We have Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush. Love these. Keeping. Then I have the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism Blush Palette. Again, love. Keeping. Then I have the Full Fantasy Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee blush palette. Definitely keeping. So I have this Ofra Mini Mix Blushful palette. Very pretty shades. I'm going to put in the maybe pile for now. I have this little palette from Appeal that I got in an Ice Cream Beauty. This is their Sculpt face palette. I tried this and I did not like it. It's too difficult to try to get a brush in here to try and use for blushes slash contours and stuff. So I'm going to declutter. And I really wasn't a fan of the pigment either. And I have my Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension palette. I will say this is a bit bulky and kind of hard to store, especially if you don't keep the box. It's very pretty though. This is what it looks like. I need to use it more. It's so big that I forget to bring it out. Because you can use a lot of these shades as like setting shades for like under your eyes and like chiseling out your jawline and things like that. And then like you have your bronzery shades over here. But I'm keeping. And then lastly, here we have my Blend Bunny Forget Me Not. It's another one that's new to my collection. I actually waited till these and the blush palettes went on sale before getting them. This one is technically an all-in-one. This is a highlighter, bronzer, eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. It's very pretty, very, very neutral. And obviously, you know, things like this shade right here I could use on the eyes because it's too dark for me as a highlighter. But I do want to try it out, see what I think about the formula. So I am keeping. I'll probably store this with my eyeshadow palettes though. Same with my Lunar Beauty one, just because the sheer size of them, a little too big to fit in my drawers. Alright, so let's revisit my maybe pile here. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep this one and try it out some more. I'm going to declutter the Realher one. Nice palette, just I've got enough shades. And I'm going to declutter the beaubabebeauty one because I'm just not someone, I do more bronzer than I do contouring, so I think I really don't need more than one contour palette. And I have lighter shades that I can do that with within like my Lunar Beauty and the Blend Bunny one, so I don't really need it. The Glazed Lit Kit from Laura Lee. I'm going to keep for now, and I'll revisit it in my next declutter. And then the Ofra Blushful palette. I think the same thing. I'm going to keep for now and try to work it into my routine more to see how I feel about it. Right, so I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Decluttered 8. And I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I definitely kept way more than I decluttered. Like I always say though, at least some out of my collection is better than nothing. But yeah, I definitely need to start using some more of these and kind of narrowing it down more of what I like the most, just to kind of help dwindle it down some more. All right, let me know what you guys think. Do you own any of these products? What do you think about them? Let me know in the comments down below. If you made it this far in the video, leave your favorite color blush emoji to represent that. All right, if you guys would please like and subscribe down below, really helps me out and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys, bye.